apparently none of us are as good as we thought, if that's true.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. So you want me to start?
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead,
ready.
pussy.
Ready when you guys are.
Okay.
Someone's recording though, right?
Go ahead,
Someone's
pussy.
recording though, right?
Yeah.
Before you
hopefully-
start, before we start, time out Sakazuki real quick. Just mute him.
No, we're slow listening.
Mute
That's
him.
fine.
Just mute before he even comes in here, even tries, before anything. Just time out Sakazuki. Just not time him out, but you can mute him from just sending messages in the chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
You just mute
If he
him from
comes
sending
in the chat, if he comes in the chat on some weird shit or saying that, yo, Deadboy's so retarded, why did he just sit like, then I'll just mute him, bro.
I'm not necessarily, yeah, because
Alright, ready? Check skins.
scan. Oh. What is this? This is your argument?
Yep.
What is
So it's
this, name
essentially
this trait?
What'd you say?
What is this, name the trait?
It's essentially name the trait, but it uses a fetus instead of an animal. And basically what it posits is that there is no nameable trait different between you and I and a fetus that would make it so that moral permissibility changes between those two.
I think there is. The
Yeah?
consciousness
Are you
and
going to say consciousness?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already put that in there. Can you just read the argument real quick?
Can you present the argument? I'll just read that shit. Fuck. What the fuck
No,
is
you can
this?
just read
Book
it.
class?
It's fine. So here's the issue with
Can
consciousness.
you explain your argument to me? I can read it.
So
I can
I would
read
want
it,
to see
and I
this.
can
There's no
still.
difference
I
between a
can
fetus
read
and
it,
a
and I
human
can
being and moral
interpret your argument
permissibility.
wrong. Can you explain it to me?
There's no difference between you and I and a fetus in terms of moral permissibility because there's no property that which differentiates them. You say it's consciousness, right?
and I think that property would be consciousness and subconsciousness.
Okay, thank you.
So
then I can
without me
explain my
having to
rebuttal.
read
So
that
do you
long
think?
ass,
Yes. So
without me having to
consciousness.
read
Yes,
that
we have
long ass shit,
consciousness.
Moose,
Yes, we
could
have
you just
consciousness.
explain that part
Yep,
to
you
me?
have consciousness. So the issue is it cannot be consciousness because consciousness is not an essential property because, for one, a human being like you or I can be human without consciousness. Would you agree?
Not. Are you talking about like what's the
Brain
word? Like
dead.
death?
Can we
Are
be
you talking
brain
about
dead?
brain dead people?
Yep. Can there be a brain dead human?
They become brain dead. What are you talking about?
Can there be a human who is brain
They
dead?
can become brain dead.
So
Did they have
yes.
consciousness
So
before?
yes.
Did they have consciousness
before? It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
active
Do you
state
know
of
the context?
consciousness
The
that you're
context.
valuing, isn't it?
Wait,
What are you
Moose.
valuing? Because
Wait,
obviously it isn't the active state of
Moose. The
consciousness, so what is
context
it?
would be. The context would be they were born with the consciousness, then they would lose one. So I would
That's not
still
the
hold
argument.
them.
The argument
Hold on.
is that
Be
there has to
quiet.
be a morally relevant distinction between
It is
you and
very
I as
relevant.
a
This is my
human being
argument.
and a
This is very
fetus.
relevant.
If
They
there
were
can be a
born
human
with
being
a
without
consciousness, then they
still
would leave
morally
it. So I
value
would
that human
morally
being,
hold them to a
then
higher
obviously
value than someone that's not
consciousness
born
is
with
not
so
what is in
something
question.
that's not
So
born with a
whatever you
consciousness
want
at
to
all.
make up,
Even
go
the
for it, but
fact
it's
that we're
not
even having this
consciousness.
conversation, you hold them on a lower moral standard. I think
So I'm
them
gonna say it
not
again.
even having a subconscious
There
or
can be a
consciousness yet puts them on a
Should we
level
pull the plug on
under
every
human.
brain dead
As if
person?
there's something that's under fucking
Yes or no?
dogs.
Should we pull the
Dogs
plug
know
on
what
every brain
fucking
dead person?
right from wrong is. People can
Should we pull
become
the plug
brain
on
dead. That
every
doesn't serve my
brain dead
argument, you fucking
person?
jackass. What's my
Should we pull
argument?
the plug on
What's my
every brain
argument,
dead
Moose?
person?
What's my argument, Moose?
Should we pull the plug on every brain dead person?
You were just not answering me.
Yes or it's my argument. I don't care.
You're just not
Should we pull the
answering me.
plug on every brain dead
You're just
person?
not
Yes or
answering me.
no?
You're not.
I don't care about your
I
question.
said the
Answer my
problem.
question.
The
It's my
problem
argument.
here,
Yes or
Moose,
no?
because
Should
you're not
we pull the plug on
understanding. The
every brain dead
problem
person?
is you said
the
people
answer
can
is no,
become.
intuitively it wouldn't make much
brain
sense,
dead.
would it?
Become. When you become something, you were previously not that
What are you
thing.
talking about?
Previously,
Oh my God.
they
We're not
were
asking one
not
who
brain
had
dead.
consciousness.
They
We're asking
were
about someone
had
who is
consciousness. Now they
conscious.
lose
So
the
the relevant
consciousness. The reason why
distinction
we do not.
is that
The
when you
reason why we do
have a
not pull
conscious
the plug
agent like
because
you or
we
I who is
previously
brain
had
dead, we
connections
still
with them,
have an
or we
intuitive
previously
value
will hold them
system that
to a
says
value
this is a
level,
human being.
right?
We
We do
value
not
this
hold
human.
people.
So
We
no,
did
the
not
active
hold
state of
people. We did not
consciousness is
hold
not a
people
relevant
to
moral
a certain
distinction
standard
between a
if
human
they do
being and a
not have this
fetus
thing.
to say that
If
that
they
thing
had this
no
thing,
longer has
yet
moral value.
lose this thing,
Now let's
then
talk about what
we
you
can
believe
hold
to
them
be
to
the
the
case,
same
which is
consciousness.
that at
What
some
I'm talking
point
about, the
has
context is,
consciousness.
which is
That is not a
important,
relevant
is
moral
fucking
property
context,
because that
bitch.
property
The
no longer
context
exists in
is
an active
that
state.
fucking, what's
And
the
since
word?
its active state has
Fetuses
no intuitive
did
moral
not form
value,
a
then its
consciousness yet.
potential has
So
no active
these
moral
things
value.
that
Do you
cannot feel
understand that?
pain
Why are you
are something
guys
that's
just
less
talking
than a
over one
human.
another?
That is the
Because I
trait.
was
You
presenting my
asked me
argument,
for
he
a
decided
trait,
to yell.
bitch.
So
I
I
gave
don't know
you
what
a
you want me to
trait.
do. It's my
Consciousness. That
argument.
is
I
a
was presenting it.
good
He just
trait
wanted to start
because you
screaming like
fucking,
he
what's
is
the
now
word?
because he's a
You said,
stupid monkey.
what about brain dead people? Bitch, people can become brain dead. You're not answering my
That
fucking,
doesn't
like, what?
matter. We're
You're not
looking at the
responding. That
active
doesn't
state of
matter. It does.
consciousness.
Bitch, I
It doesn't
just
matter
gave
if
the
you
context
become
how it does
brain
matter.
dead.
You're not
We
going to
have a human being.
Okay, none of y'all can behave yourselves. So, do y'all want me to moderate? Because this is like,
Yes, that was your job. What do you mean?
this
Do
is
you want me
no,
to?
no. But I will volunteer if they're okay with it, because this is very
You know,
annoying to listen
violent.
to.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, please do, because I could not discern anything they said
Okay,
over like
so
the past
Eli,
3
you want your
minutes,
IP
bro.
in chat an hour later?
Okay, can I just give my argument?
Hold on. Are y'all okay with me moderating?
Yeah, that's fine.
But I'm
Okay.
hold on, I'm about to do something real quick. Moose could explain his side. If he's gonna Moose, are you just gonna like say the same thing you've been saying? Cause
Well,
just so you don't
I
add
I'm
nothing
gonna
new.
explain it to the
haven't been-
VC.
Ace, wait, who's judging? Are you judging, Ace?
Cause I'm gonna go look at something real quick.
Wait,
You can go look at something,
Who's
sure.
I'm about to
judging
say,
this?
yeah, you can say your argument if it's the same thing you've been saying. Now I'll just respond to it. I trust you that you're not
Sure.
gonna add something
Hold on.
else.
Can someone tell me who the judge is, or
It should be Ace. I don't
it
know
should
if that
be Ace?
changed.
I know. I hope someone's recording. Okay, because I don't know what the fuck Ace heard from all of that. Since y'all were fucking.
You're
I
good.
don't know,
You're good.
throwing shit
I
at
don't
each
know.
other.
Like you just started screaming at me. I don't know. What do you want me to do? You know, I had to do my old loud miking. You know, I just felt like
Okay, Ace said I didn't hear much, but I have decent notes, so you should probably repeat yourself. Your
Yeah,
argument.
Okay.
repeat what just happened.
And
Yeah,
then,
so my
and then
initial
Deadboy
argument-
can give his response. Oh my
Jesus,
god! Delete that shit. Okay.
My initial argument was that there was no relevant moral distinction between an adult human and a pre-sentient fetus. What Deadboy brought up was that, oh, well, there's consciousness. And my response was, no, it can't be consciousness because you can have an adult human that is not conscious, and yet we still obtain moral value for that thing, like a brain-dead human being in a hospital, which is the reason why we don't pull the plug. So no, consciousness cannot be that morally relevant property. What Deadboy brought up after that.
Can I respond? Can you about to say what I brought up? Can I respond to that? He just gave
Yeah,
an
that's kind of the
yeah,
point.
he's just okay. So
That's fine.
That's your argument, right, Moose?
Yeah, that's his
Yeah,
argument. I just
sure.
give my
Deadboy's
response
gonna
to that.
respond.
Yeah. So the trait that I named that would distinguish a fetus, this is context, a fetus from a human, is the difference between a fetus's conscious of not having a consciousness and a human. He brought up a brain-dead human. What I brought up was that is completely out of context. The context for brain-dead humans are they form a consciousness, then that consciousness gets taken away. The problem is we will still hold them to some type of moral, a moral value because they were previously formed a consciousness so they can have emotional connections. They felt pain before. That's the difference. They had a subconscious before. My argument is these fetuses haven't even formed a consciousness before. Your argument's not even responding to me. You said a brain dead human. For you to become brain dead, you need to have had that consciousness before for you to become to that state. No, my argument is not we're already to pull the block on humans. That's fucking dumb. My argument's contextualized around fucking fetuses. The fuck? Like, please keep my argument on what I'm talking about. Literally. That's something he just never responded to. So I'm gonna give him the fucking opportunity to respond to it now.
Oh, cool. It's my floor? Okay. So your property that you're naming, under like the name of the trait, is that they had previously had a consciousness, right? You can answer that.
That's not necessarily what I said. I don't know it's so hard. I'll just repeat it again.
Go ahead.
You said, for me, so maybe we're both misunderstanding. You said name a trait that distinguishes. I gave you the trait that distinguishes. You said the reason why this is not true is because we don't pull the plug on brain dead humans. I say you're trying to contextualize my argument in a certain way that fits yours, but my argument's obviously focused around fetuses not forming a consciousness yet. Brain dead humans has formed a consciousness, so that doesn't coincide with my argument.
Okay.
It's two different arguments.
The relevant distinction.
Before you start, my argument specifically that fetuses has not formed a consciousness yet. Brain dead humans formed a consciousness, and they would then become brain dead. That's literally my argument.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he's.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. So the morally relevant distinction is that a fetus has not had a priorly formed consciousness compared to a human being who, even brain dead, has had a formed consciousness. Is that correct?
Yes, because that would be the distinction.
Okay, there we go. So now we know the property that we're asking about. So here's the issue that I have with that, is that you're saying that this creates a morally relevant distinction, right?
Yep.
But if the argument goes that consciousness is greater than the potential to form a consciousness, and yet we still seem to value the absence of conscious as a human being the same way that we do a fetus.
Say that sentence again. If the
argument.
argument goes conscious, yeah. If the argument goes,
so if the argument goes that the morally relevant distinction that Deadboy is bringing up is like the potential, the priorly formed consciousness that we're talking about.
Wait. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's not what I'm trying to say. Could you reword it in the actual way I'm trying to say it? I didn't argue for anything.
I'm gonna write down word for fucking word then, because
I'm about to say I'm gonna just reword it and please use it from how I'm saying, literally.
Yeah, I'm gonna
because no one's saying potential, no one's saying none of that. My argument is simply, I hold things that has not formed a consciousness to a lower value to things that has formed consciousness. The reason why your, I don't know, rebuttal doesn't work here is because that is out of context. Those are just from humans who has formed after becoming a fetus. They went past that 3-month period when they formed a consciousness. I've already told you which stance I'm arguing from the consciousness period. That's what I'm arguing about. I don't give a fuck about potentiality.
I
Bitch,
got it.
niggas
But you
don't
don't
even think about
understand.
potential.
Okay.
I'm about to say, like, I'm not talking about none of that.
Keeps talking, dog.
I'm just
Holy
saying,
shit.
could you
just talk a
please say my
lot.
argument
So the
like
argument
that?
is not formed consciousness versus has formed a consciousness. Now, the issue is the reason why that's not a morally relevant distinction is because the ability to currently obtain consciousness is obviously of greater moral value than have previously formed it and therefore have lost it, making it so you
Why
only
is it
have the
obvious?
potential to obtain. Stop. I'm making my argument.
You made a claim. Why is it obvious? You just claimed
I'm making
something.
an argument. Let me speak. I let you fucking ramble. All right, just let me
You
speak.
just made a claim.
I mean, is this guy fucking interrupting every
You just made
time,
a
bro?
claim, though.
Okay.
You said
Yeah, and
obvious.
then you can ask about it after.
So Moose is making a claim, and I think he's gonna explain the claim.
Yeah,
please do.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
Okay.
so the morally
Hey,
relevant distinction.
Cut out the
Wait, you want to go?
bullshit. Just get to the point.
Yeah, the morally relevant distinction you're pointing out, a not formed consciousness versus a formed consciousness, doesn't work because the ability right now to obtain consciousness, like me and you, is infinitely greater than the potential to get it again once you've already had it. And because we don't currently value non-sentient human beings, yet we do value something like, for instance, a pro-life fetus the same way we would something like, and I'm just rambling now because I completely lost my fucking
I'm about to
point.
say, you
Started
actually
talking.
are just talking. You're
I was.
claiming
'cause I
things.
lost, I had something going, and this
I'm
kid
about to
fucking
say-
spoke.
Why don't we start over real quick?
I'm about to say, please restart, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna say everything in
could
one
you type?
concise
Matter of fact,
sentence.
could you type out what you say too, so I can look at it?
Yeah,
I mean,
please, like,
please
you guys,
type
want me
it
to
out.
type out what I say? Okay.
No,
Yes.
not just you. Both of you guys. Can you like
Yeah.
give syllogisms whenever is needed, bro?
Yeah,
Just doing
please
no-
type
like-
out what you say, cause
Yeah.
I ain't gonna let Zoo. If you keep like, I might just like time you out for that shit, but you're like typing like in a chat. We're supposed to be sending shit out. So could you please start typing in that chat, please? I don't give a fuck if you think Moose is winning or not. Could you please start typing in there?
Let me just lock it because you both have admin anyways. So.
What does it? Yeah. You can type in general where you're supposed to be at Suzu. You're a general ass nigga.
Dang, Zizu, I would not let him talk to me like that.
He has no option.
Let me know when you finish typing.
Moose beating the fuck out of this people.
And don't send no long ass paragraph either. Typing a long ass paragraph, bro. Timer, y'all have a timer, bro?
Timer. I mean, if Wook wants to moderate with that, then he can. I'm just.
Hell no.
Bro,
Nah, this-
how long you been arguing for, Moose? Or can you not multitask while you're slow? Fucking
that shit
trash
sound
bitch.
like a good argument.
Okay, I finished it. Let me just add a few typing errors.
Moose, how long have you been arguing for?
How long have I what?
How long have we been arguing for, like, so far? How long have you been debating for?
I don't know, like 5 minutes.
So those are your 3 issues with Deadboy's argument?
It's kind of like the argument I made, but I just put it in like 3
You
points,
said
so that way
5
it's summed
minutes?
up easier.
Alright, I got the fit. We should. It's you in the same time zone. We should end at 7:02. Alright, let me just look at this before you say anything. Deadpool's trait pussy form consciousness. Okay. Not morally relevant distinction, the absence of consciousness, i.e. a brain-dead human has formed a consciousness in the past, however, they do not attain a consciousness. I've already, like, presented my problem with this first one. You keep using the context of a brain-dead human. I've told you multiple times you cannot contextualize someone else's argument. When someone presents an argument, I can give the context upon what I'm arguing. I said fetuses have not formed a be quiet. I don't know who that is, and my fault. I don't know who that is talking in the background, but
Yeah, my fault.
I thought that was Moose, bro. My fault. But yeah, I already presented my argument right there. You cannot contextualize in a way that you want to attack it. I've already presented how I wanted to do. I don't know why you keep bringing up the brain dead human being part. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Again, I mean, this is okay. I can attack it one by one. Like, yeah. So I've already responded to this. The first point. 2, we value the current state of things. If we value the current state of things, then your argument again is just falls into mine. If you value the current state of things, people generally get abortions around the time I'm talking about. If you value the current state of things, the current state of that thing would not have a consciousness, would just not put them on the same level as a human being. If they have fetuses, will have nothing else that puts them on the same level as a human being. They can't even think and feel the same things we can feel. So if you value the same thing of the current state of things, you're agreeing with me. I value the current state of things also. The thing I value is the fact that it does not have a consciousness at that time. So I cannot put that on the same pedestal as a human. It's a fucking concession. Therefore, if we can, if the current actualization of consciousness is greater than the past obtainment, it must follow that we don't value current unconscious beings, which is not true. I presented the reasoning why this is just completely false. My reasoning would be this thing would have formed a consciousness at the latter the month period where I think we should abort them things. So now I value that thing. My argument is specifically at a certain time period. So if we're talking about the current state of something, we have to be referencing the current state of the thing before the 3 months. So within that state which I'm arguing from, which we both agree that I'm going to argue from, that's completely fine. Your argument doesn't disagree with mine. It just really just misconstrues it a lot. So I think I just defeated your syllogism, buddy. Did you need me to type that out, Ace? Or did you hear it? I think I said.
Can I ask a question?
While he's what's it called? While he responds and everything, could you just like summarize your thing in a few words, just so I know everything as well, Deadboy? Like you can just type it out while Moose responds.
All right, but before you respond, because I gotta make sure I hear everything you fucking say. Let me say, let me type this out. It's not gonna take me long.
I would just say I think he's getting it mixed up. We aren't exactly valuing the past
Can
actualized.
can you wait?
Well, he just said to literally give my rebuttal while you type.
I said, can you wait to give your rebuttal after I'm done typing?
Sure, man.
Yeah,
Let me know when you're done.
I'm about to say my rebuttal's like my shit's not gonna take that long. Let me just look. And if you just want to, you can type your rebuttal out because I think that's what he wants us to do.
Yeah, you can
anyways.
just before you speak, say it, Moose. Just
Yeah, I'm about to say you
have
just
it
type
like
that out.
written out.
Yeah.
Sorry if this is inconvenient, but I have like, bro, I didn't know what freaking what did I write down? Morally relevant distinction? Like, come on, bro. I'm not a nerd. Nah, not to this degree.
Two.
Oh, this debate is Obama versus Trump. Literally. Yeah, everyone pings in the one. Shout me out.
Honestly, we could have just done this as a text debate.
No, okay, no, fine. Just
No.
say it. Just say it. Just say it. I'll keep up. Just say it.
No, well,
After
No,
this,
it's okay.
just
I don't mind doing this. I like when everything's like written down because I wrote all these down.
so,
yeah, we know.
it's not good. I'm on the third one.
Drop the hyperrealism modal kalam ontologically. Come on, bro.
Good.
What you know about that tautology? Yes, sir. Yannick and Palmer Tessema.
What is wrong with you?
Worst debate of all time so far.
I know that's not who I think it is, bro.
It is, bro. You know, like I said earlier, if he slips up, he's just getting muted. He did slip up. When? Yo. Deadboy pack loading, bro. This guy's like, this guy Sakazuki just never stops, bro. Yo, opposite. Finally.
Oppo.
Hey guys.
All right, so now I have a more competent judge. I'll send you all the notes I've made in DMs, Oppo.
Now I have a more competent judge. Translation. Now I don't have to fucking pay attention to this bullshit.
No, I will. But I'm gonna just send check DMs, Oppo.
Hey, bro.
Yo,
What's up?
what's good?
What's up?
Check DMs. You see that?
A little bit.
I sent it. You can type your shit out, but you can.
I got work though, Ace.
No, you don't. They're not. They're only gonna be here for like 50 minutes, bro.
Oppo, we got what's the word? 47 minutes left.
I got
Yeah.
work for 15 minutes. I can
Oh, this
listen.
nigga.
I can listen and type out my judgment if you want.
Yeah. Do that in my DMs though. Like, just help me keep up to date with them.
Okay.
And then I'll.
Little bitch.
But yeah, you guys can continue regularly now. Now that
I got
we've-
thank you.
I mean,
we
I
have a
made my
translator
argument.
now. So.
Name
Yeah.
the train fetus edition. Nice, Ace.
Thank you.
Name the train, huh?
All right,
That's
let
what
me
he
just-
said.
Name the
all right,
trait.
Oppo, you listening now?
Yeah.
All right, rebuttal. We value future potential, not past actualism. We value the potential for the brain dead person. Yeah, your argument, their argument quite contradicts what you said previously, because in your previous argument, your previous syllogism, we value the current state of things. So what do we value? Do we value
The current
both?
state. There's two parts. So there's the actualism and the potential, but there's no pre-tension. Like we're not going back in time and looking at that.
That's not what I'm asking you. What do you value? The current state of things or the potential of
Both
something?
and the future potential. Both.
We value both?
Yes.
Yeah, do you see how that doesn't work?
No, you can value two things at the same time.
Do you not see how that doesn't work against my argument?
Nope. But
Okay.
I don't know about it. Like
my
I'd have to
argument,
reply to your argument.
wait. My
Oh my
argument
God.
is, right, since you agree that we value the current state of things, I agree that I can value the potential of something, but that doesn't stray away from something that we already agreed upon. I'm agreeing with you that we value the current state of things. That's something we both agree upon.
Okay, then why are you using the past?
Wait.
No, just answer me. Why are you using the past?
Wait. You said what?
Why are you using the past then?
I'm not using it. What the fuck are you
That
talking
is the trait you named. Was a previously formed consciousness, not
Bitch,
a
that's not the trait I named. The trait that differentiates the two would be the fact that they have not formed a consciousness, that they did not have a consciousness. Since I was under the presupposition that we're talking about it currently, like as if we're talking about a current fetus before the 3-month period. So if we're valuing the present tense, what's the word? Value of something. That's what I'm arguing upon. What the fuck are you talking about?
The actual state of things is what we're arguing upon.
The actual state of things. So the actual state of the thing not having the consciousness. I do not value something that does not have consciousness. It doesn't feel pain.
Okay,
It doesn't
I
feel
understand that. So this works for me because what my argument was that this thing, this pre-sentient fetus, has no consciousness, and yet a brain-dead human also actualizely does not currently in this moment have consciousnness, and therefore, although we value the human being, there is no morally relevant distinction.
Wait, hold on. My problem with you is that I value the current state of things, right? And I also value. Wait. I value the current state of things. For that to become to its current state, what did it go through? It had to become that thing, right?
We don't care though. Like we don't care about the process. We care about the current state of things.
That's not, bro. You're not getting my argument. I've already contextualized the fact that the problem is we value the current state of it not having it, but then I contextualize why the thing you're giving me fits outside of the parameters I've already given. I've already said that multiple times. Look at 3. Right here.
I mean, you're just talking now. I mean, if we value the actual state of things, and there exists an actual state of human being with no consciousness, then there's no morally relevant distinction between that and the pre-sentient fetus.
What was the problem, though? What was the problem? What was my initial argument? What was my initial argument?
Your initial argument was that something had priorly formed consciousness.
Okay. What I said was, right, the difference is this has not formed a consciousness. That's my argument. I don't think you actually responded to my argument yet. My keyword is formed. A brain-dead human, I'm not sure if you know, formed a consciousness, but then that consciousness is taken away. That is not stray away from what I'm talking about. That's why people feel like I'm responding to you. You're not responding to what I've said. My argument is wait a minute. My argument, based off what you just told me and based off what I know I said, is it has not formed a consciousness. A brain-dead human, which you just conceded to, and what I both know. A brain-dead human has formed a consciousness, but it has what's the word? It has got it taken away from it. You're not responding to my argument. The brain-dead human thing is not an accurate response to what I'm talking about. My argument is since we value the current state of things, we'd be referencing what it is at that point in time, right? My argument's also formed a consciousness. That's the main key point of my argument. A brain-dead human has formed a consciousness, but is now let go. And I even contextualize my argument in a way where that doesn't matter to me. I already said multiple times you cannot try to contextualize someone else's argument. I gave you context. I even said that this is a thing that fits outside the parameters of what I've been arguing. I've been saying that the whole time. You're not responding to me.
Yeah, so the question is formed but no longer exists in terms of a brain-dead human.
It's not the question.
No, oh my god, can I just speak, dude? Holy fuck, just let me speak. Versus not formed and therefore non-existent in a fetus.
Can you respond to my argument?
Yes, that's what I'm doing right now. I just wrote it out, okay? So that's the distinction you're making.
Do you not know how does this not respond to my argument? No, hold on.
This is the argument you're making, yes or no?
If you don't understand my argument, right now, I don't know how to help you.
I mean,
literally don't know how to help
fuck,
you. My argument is not that hard to understand. My argument, but I've been arguing the whole time. We do not value. Let me explain it for you. Let me explain it for you.
5 minutes to talk about it.
Let me explain it for you. Let me explain it for you.
5 minutes to talk about it.
Let me explain it for you because you've been misconstruing it the whole time. Can I explain it to you?
Physical process.
Why are you like? It's like you're sweating. Calm down. Calm down. Let me explain it for you, because you don't know it. You don't know. You're about to misconstrue it again.
In chat. You just explained it.
If I typed in the chat, why are you still misconstruing my argument? Why don't you still not understand if I typed in the chat?
So let me talk, okay? So your argument is that a brain-dead human being formed a consciousness and it had it taken away from it so it no longer exists versus not formed and therefore non-existent in a fetus. The question is, why is this physical distinction morally relevant?
Okay, so are you agreeing with me? So are you dropping everything else you said before?
Well, I'm not dropping anything. If that's the point,
I'm asking, are you dropping anything else you said before? Because you used the wait a minute. You used the human. Wait, stop.
No,
stop.
The answer is no. The answer is no.
You used the brain-dead human. Wait, you used the brain-dead human. I shit you not. You used the brain-dead human as a way to try to refute what I've been saying. So now that you understand my argument, are you trying to use a different rebuttal? Because your initial rebuttal doesn't work anymore.
And I'm adding a new one.
Oh, so
you didn't want to respond to the old one.
Your old rebuttal doesn't work because it does not. You agree that your old rebuttal does not go against my argument. Like, that doesn't. It's not responding to my argument.
You just don't get it, so we can move to this rebuttal instead.
It does. It literally does.
Okay, if you think so.
Wait. If my argument is, hold on. Wait a minute, Moose. Answer this question.
I don't care.
If my argument is, I do not value something that has not formed a consciousness. And then you said a brain dead human. Does that respond to me? Did a brain dead
Yes.
human form of consciousness?
Because the point being made is that there's no distinction in the sense that a
Wait.
formed consciousness is non-existent, and there is no consciousness in a
What do you-
presentient
bro,
fetus.
Moose, it's
There
not
is
that hard to
no
understand.
relevant distinction
That's
being
not
made there.
no. That's not a rebuttal. Your rebuttal is
If you don't
saying
think
that.
so.
Why don't we
If you
pull
don't
the
think so,
plug?
I
Why
don't
don't we
care. If you
pull
don't
the
think so.
plug on brain dead humans? You're
Okay, if you
lying
think
because
so.
you said we value the current state of things, so we
We
have to
do.
value the current state of it being unconscious. That is completely
Yes.
wrong. My argument, which you're not responding to, Moose, is things that has formed a consciousness. You, for the fact that you brought up a brain dead human, tells me that you're not responding to me. A brain dead human has
don't think so.
formed a consciousness that does not fit in the parameters I have given you, Moose. So
what
find
is the
another.
morally
So
relevant
wait.
distinction?
So within these next 40 minutes, find another rebuttal. But that initial rebuttal we just had doesn't work. That point gets defeated.
If you don't
Because
think
it does
so.
not respond.
So what is the morally relevant distinction?
The fact that some. Okay, I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. I'm done.
You made a
I'm not
distinction.
gonna keep
Why
repeating
is it
myself.
morally relevant?
I'm
Answer
not gonna
the
keep
question.
repeating myself. I'm not gonna
You
keep
made
repeating
a
myself.
distinction.
Did you
Why is it morally relevant?
Did you not hear me?
You made the distinction. Why is it morally relevant? Just answer that.
You said, why is it morally relevant?
Yep.
I just think we have to go off what we think. Hello, this is a philosophical debate. I personally think I can give you credence to why I think something that has no consciousness is not on the same moral value on is fucking me and you. You want me to show you that? Want me to tell you why I got this fucking Gucci bag right here. I'm gonna tell you why this thing that has no fucking consciousness doesn't, it's not on the same level as me. I throw around this Gucci bag. I wear this Gucci bag as fucking clothes. I got these fucking shoes right here. I got no consciousness. You want me to explain why my fucking shoes
Deadboy.
is not on the same level as a
Neither of
fucking
them are
little a
conscious.
fetus? I do not
Neither of them
value
are
things that
conscious.
cannot think. I don't value things that cannot think, fucking feel pain, or have a consciousness. That's my fucking argument. You don't value
Thank
those
you.
things
I
either,
win.
bitch. That's why you're on your computer.
You don't
That's why
think-
you break
don't value
certain shit.
things that can
That's why you
think,
break
feel
phones.
pain, or have
That's why you do
consciousness.
all that shit,
That
bro.
is
I just
literally
gave wait a
consciousness.
minute,
That has
Moose.
nothing to do with
Moose.
the
I just gave a
formation
great
of
distinction.
anything to do
Moose,
with the brain.
Moose,
You lose.
Do you
Your
value
own quote.
shoes? Do you value shoes the same way you value a fucking human?
Nope. Nope. And the answer isn't formation
Okay.
of consciousness. It's the actualized consciousness that currently exists.
Okay, thank you. You don't value it, right?
Nope. Not in the same way with a human.
Okay. Yeah.
Not
Why
morally.
don't you value it? Because it has no consciousness, right?
Yep.
Okay. A fetus does not have a consciousness or consciousness, so the same logic would
Oh
have
my
to apply.
lord.
That's what. Wait.
No,
You
because
asked for
you
my
can
distinction. You asked for my distinction. You asked what's the moral distinction. I just gave you the moral distinction, and you just agreed with the moral distinction.
So your
you
moral
said that you do
distinction
not.
now is
Shut the fuck up.
actualized
Shut the fuck up. You just
Hey,
said that you
monkey
don't.
ass up,
You just
black
said that you
monkey,
don't value
black
your
monkey,
shoes
outta
the same way you
yellow
value human
monkey,
because of that
monkey,
subconscious to
shut
consciousness.
monkey.
If I told you, if I wait, if I now you're gonna get racist, now you're getting beat. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'll beat the fuck out your little stupid white ass. Fuck wrong with you, bitch? Turn your mic down when you talking to me, ho. Motherfucker, nigga is mad because that nigga is mad because a nigga that don't do the topic is making sense. Shut your stupid ass up, Moose.
Broke ass
Shut your
monkey.
stupid ass up, Moose.
Stupid
Fuck wrong
fuck.
with this stupid ass nigga, bro. Fuck wrong with this stupid ass nigga. This nigga's dumb. This nigga's dumb as a bitch. This nigga sat there and conceded to me. This nigga conceded to me. This nigga just conceded to me.
Read the argument.
Come on, this nigga just conceded to me, bro. This nigga just conceded to me.
For
This nigga conceded. I don't care, Moose. You just conceded.
Lose.
You just
So
conceded.
That's the end. You
You
lose.
conceded.
Dead
You
boy.
lose. You literally lose.
You're
You
a
lose. You
stupid
conceded,
fuck.
bro. You conceded, Moose.
Yep,
You
you're a
conceded.
genius. You're a genius. You lose. That's
conceded.
over. Have Ace look over the recording.
Is it over?
Oh, yeah, it's over. Yeah, he conceded to me just now.
I think me and Oppo we're discussing it in DMs, but I think it's best that we go look through the recording. But we can give our immediate verdict.
Yeah, what's your immediate verdict?
Me and Oppo, in the beginning, I was wavering 50-50, but then because neither of you really said anything. But now Oppo came in and he was explaining to me a bit more stuff about symmetry breakers and he was basically explaining your argument better to me, and we both came to the agreement as of right now that Deadboy won.
Bye, bitch, you little stupid ass nigga. Bye, you little pussy ass bitch.
Listen, wait.
Ha, pussy ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you.
Don't put the fucking black monkey on timeout. Jesus Christ.
Bro, you got it.
Distinction.
Hey, don't debate the judgment. Hey, Ace, what do we say? Don't debate the judgment till after, right? Till after, right?
Distinction.
But I'm saying,
Yeah, nigga, tell that boy, fuck. Yeah, fuck you, boy.
What was the morally relevant distinction? Just answer that, and I'm done. That's all I want to know.
Boy.
What was what? Sorry. Okay, so wait, let me scroll up. Where is
See,
it?
that shit was bullshit.
What was the what?
Wait, can Oppo just mic up and explain it better? Yeah, there you go. Oppo,
told
just
you to
explain
press
it.
arrow.
Oppo can explain it better than me. Go ahead.
Go, Go ahead,
Hello?
Opal.
What's good,
Explain that shit.
Wait. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hold on. Okay, what were you asking, Moose?
What was the morally relevant distinction he made?
The morally relevant distinction?
Yep.
Between what?
Between a non-sentient fetus and a human being.
A brain death.
The brain dead human being?
Yep.
The formulation of consciousness?
Okay, so why is that morally relevant? What did he say?
Why is it morally relevant? It's not necessarily, that's not what my judgment is really premised on. I mean, you never actually questioned why it had moral relevance.
Well, I asked him 3 times. What's the
Moose asked a million times what's the more relevant distinction. He did.
That's the argument. Because it's a name the trait based on the fact that there's no morally relevant distinction between them.
I ain't hear that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Anyway, the correct answer was we should kill. Well, not we should, but
Well,
there's
the
no
judge
problem with killing
wasn't
brain dead people.
listening.
That's the real answer.
You said what?
That's
So
what I'm
the
saying, bro.
judge
Pull the
wasn't
plug.
There's
Why
no
keep?
problem with
wait,
it.
No,
wait,
but that's
wait,
why I
wait.
said.
If they don't have
I
a
Wait,
can't
wait,
hear
wait,
a
hold on.
word anybody's saying.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
wait,
why I
hold on.
said it's better if we just look through the recording. Like, but
I'm
like,
gonna say you
if
could
Opal,
look.
Hold on.
You could look down
Arrow
the
wants
recording.
us. Arrow wants you to go down to VC to
You
talk.
could look. You
no,
could
you
look
can
down.
speak
You
up
could.
here, Arrow.
Wait.
I was gonna say,
I
I know what
definitely.
Eric's thinking about.
Wait. I definitely did answer the question if anyone lied. I did.
Wait,
give
what was the answer? I'm sorry, I don't know.
You
What was
said
it?
what was the moral distinction?
He said we
I
should
said
kill
the fact. I said the reason why I said I have to speak personally. Okay, this is in the recording. I said because this is a philosophical topic, so I had to speak personally. So I'm giving you my personal distinction. The distinction here is the case they both do not have a consciousness. I said I gave my shoe and my bag example, which you agreed to. I said based on the fact that my shoes and my bag do not have a consciousness or
Oh, I
subconsciousness.
do remember that.
Come on, bro. Like literally.
Consciousness. You can't make the consciousness.
Literally, I said since my shoes in my bag. Wait. I said since my shoes in my wait. I said since my shoes in my bag do not have a consciousness, we do not value it on the same level. Moose's dumbass said, wait. I said Moose. I said wait. I said Moose. Do you value your shoes? Wait. Open Ace. Let me remember this. Moose, do you value your shoes the same way you value human? I said.
No.
He said no. He said why? He said because it does not have a consciousness or consciousness. So if we tie that back, wait a minute. If we tie that back, wait, hold on, wait a minute. If you tie, wait a minute. If you tie that back to what he said in the syllogism, he wrote we value the current state of things. So currently, wait. It's on his logic. That's a concession 2 times. So even if I don't tie that back, that's a concession 2 times. My argument is, wait a minute. My argument is, since it does not have, or since it did not form a consciousness, does not have a consciousness, we do not value it the same way. He explained why he does not value his shoes the same way, because it doesn't have a consciousness or subconsciousness. Based off what he agreed upon, he values the current state of things. Literally. He asked me to give a distinction, I gave him a distinction, which he agrees to, obviously. So, based off that.
But the issue is there's a brain dead human being. That doesn't work.
But I'm not arguing judgment, bro. Because listen, if I would have lost, I would have left straight up. Real nigga shit. That's why I'm not arguing. That niggas be bitches, bro. My mama, nigga. Wait. So, based off.
It doesn't address the question.
Wait, Oppo. Based off of what me and him just explained, do you think I gave an accurate distinction, and do you think I proved my point? It's a serious question, bro.
Okay, Arrow has a message he wants me to pass on.
Mhm.
So Arrow wanted his opinion to be known that when Moose is asking what's the relevant moral distinction, and Deadboy is just saying, well, it's just my opinion, that's not an actual debunk, and you're not giving.
It would have to be. No, the reason why. Wait. The reason why it has to be because it's a wait.
Calm down. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you what Arrow wanted me to say. I'm just the messenger.
I'm about to say yeah. It would like because you know where like stances are, right? You know, like this. You know, pro-choice and pro-like life is not like a set in stone thing. Like it's like it has to be opinionated. You know that, right? Like it's a philosophical topic. There's no right or wrong answer.
I don't. What do you think? What do you think Moose means when he says morally relevant distinction? What do you think he's asking when he says that?
Well, if he does not give no more context, I think he wants to distinguish file. If he's not giving, if he just asking me, listen.
You didn't know what he
meant. Wait a minute. If he does not give context, I'm gonna have to go off what I think it means, right?
Or whatever the judge thinks it means.
So you can answer the question.
Okay, so that's what Arrow thinks it means. What are you trying to say?
Well, no,
Well,
that's what any rational human being would believe moral
I'm about to
distinction
say.
means.
So I was going, and before people
So
say
I
I don't
think-
think.
I think
Wait. Before people try to say I don't know what that means, I said I have to go off what I think it means.
right.
I
no,
think
but
it
I'm just
means what is
saying-
the what is
I'm just saying-
distinction? What is
I'm
the
not saying
moral
you didn't. I'm
distinction?
just saying y'all clearly had different ideas of what it means.
Okay,
based on
that's
the
what I'm
fact-
trying to. That's what I'm
based
trying
on
to
the
get at.
fact that y'all struggled to communicate through for 20 minutes straight. So
I
I'm
don't-
gonna say that's fine.
why
Yeah, I'm
don't-
about to say
Ace,
I would have to. I would have to give. Yeah, I would have to give based off what I said, like based off
okay,
what I think.
so we can do a couple things. We could have, me, Ace, Arrow, or maybe even Opus,
Oppo.
go down into a VC at some point and discuss. Or since y'all clearly were not even talking about the same thing all the time,
You guys
y'all
can just run a different
y'all
topic.
could,
I'm
no,
not.
wait,
I'm not
I don't like
debating.
talking with this
wait,
guy.
I'm not debating. I'm not debating this nigga.
hold on.
again.
Wait, let me finish. Y'all could just establish what Moose actually means when he says that, and have a
No,
proper
bro,
discussion without
it's
fucking
not-
talking past each
If
other.
you don't
I
give,
think it's
But if y'all don't want
wait,
to talk to each
if
other,
you don't give
wait,
context, if you don't give context behind what you mean, it doesn't matter.
If y'all don't want to talk anymore to each other, we can Ace, Arrow, and I could just sort this out.
I mean, Oppo, you can give your judgment.
Yeah,
I don't know why
me-
just, wait, this is like, yeah, like.
If Moose
If Moose
I
didn't
use the
probably
word moral
establish something,
distinction
then
and he
that's
doesn't
I'm
ask me
gonna
what it
say, like,
means, and I have a clear idea of what I'm trying to get at.
if Moose doesn't properly establish something,
It's in my
obviously,
argument.
obviously, if I'm contextualizing my argument around something, what he should have did was that's not what I'm talking about. That's not my fault. What the hell? I'd have
It is
to
your
go
fault.
I'd have to go.
Okay, so from what I listened, and granted, I was not paying 100% attention. I'm gonna be straight up front, but from what I heard, and Moose wasn't explicitly saying that's not what I'm talking about, but he was basically saying that's not answering my question. That's not. He was saying.
I
He
can interpret that in the way I'm not answering the question.
He basically said you were like waffling, and that
Yeah,
he wanted,
okay, he
yeah.
can say like people can
All
say a
right,
lot of
let's
shit.
let's
Come on,
let's
this is-
just
That's just my recollection of it.
listen,
so.
me, Rook, Oppo, and if Arrow wants to join the judging to Arrow, we can just listen through the recording when
Sure.
these niggas are off work, and then yeah,
Mm,
That
say-
sounds
So
like
for
a
the-
good idea.
yeah, because we're literally just gonna get nowhere.
Yeah.
But
So for now, no official winner. Since y'all clearly didn't even know
I
what
have
y'all were
something
talking
even
about.
better. Is Bubble still in here?
I don't know. I want to talk to Oppo. Oh, you there?
Oppo said he's typing out his judgment.
Yeah, that's fine. You can speak. Oh, but you're there, right?
I thought he was at work and just
He's
listening.
typing.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
typing out
he's
his
there.
judgment.
Oh, he's at work. Okay.
You hear?
I'm going to
Yeah.
say because like
Listen to it.
This is
like-
very
Put your
interesting.
face to the screen. Are you here?
nah, niggas just want to see me. Niggas just want
Can't
to
we
see
go
me.
down to VC? Well, that's tough. That's tough, Arrow. Sorry to break it to
Also,
you,
I'm
bro.
also surprised, Moose, that you just didn't
Wait,
know how,
no,
some
Arrow.
fetuses
Just
do have
literally
consciousness.
pull up
At,
What'd you
your
say?
what's it called?
Like
Wait.
third trimester is like when consciousness is like developing.
He said you wanted a
No,
like
you
a
didn't.
first
It's the
2
same
weeks
issue
finish.
you're
Oh,
having now
I
was
didn't
happening
catch
to
that.
me, bro.
Yeah, I haven't given my
Hello?
handicap. I didn't mind
There
that.
we go. Now we can hear you.
Hello.
Okay. So all he did was ask for a moral framework.
We're just gonna listen
and
to the
why-
recording, Arrow. We're just gonna listen
Well,
to
I
the
mean, I
recording.
don't understand why we have to listen to a recording for something that just happened 15 minutes ago. So are you saying you weren't listening 15 minutes ago? Hold on, let me calm down. What I'm saying is that the thing that we're arguing over happened at the very last tail end of the debate, right? He said, what is the moral distinction between someone who no longer has consciousness and someone who never had consciousness? And he said the difference is the formation of the consciousness. And Moose responded, why does someone who's formed it make them worth more than someone who has never had it at all? And he said, because I think that's the case. You don't have to say verbatim, well, what is your moral framework for that ontological? You don't have to do that. If he's saying, why is it the case that this distinction exists between these two things, you can't just say, because I think it is. And he's also said that you can't say that. He didn't give him a proper rebuttal.
No, he never said that. I elaborated on why I said I think this is the case. I didn't only just say I think this is the case. Then I did what Oppo's talking about. I did give a difference with the shoe analogy, which he agreed upon, and then I'm using that off of what he said earlier on Arrow. This nigga said earlier,
right?
He says earlier he only values the things of its current state of being. That's what he said. And I would agree with you. But he said, if he's saying that earlier, then he agrees with my analogy. unless he just somehow disagrees with what he just presented earlier.
Can I say
You know what I'm
something?
trying to say? Something's not making sense to me. That's
Your
all I'm
analogy
trying to
doesn't
get at. Well, wait, Arrow. So Arrow.
Just
So Arrow. So basically, to answer his question.
Let him
Wait, to
finish,
answer his
and then you can
question.
go, Moose.
Wait, hold on. To answer his question, the moral framework would be off of what has been said throughout the whole debate and what he also presented within his syllogism. That's what I was going off of.
Not more from it.
Right, I'm hearing you, but the analogy you gave leads to your original, like, that's what I'm saying. It leads to your original flawed reasoning of, well, what's the difference between shoes on the street and the shoes in my backpack that are mine? Well, they're mine, so I assign value. I think that they're mine, thus they're worth something to me. And he's saying that's not a proper response.
He's saying you need to explain. He's saying you need to explain why them being mine is like actually there's some different intrinsic.
That was not at all what happened. That was not at all what happened. I said, wait. Let me just say what I said again. I said I picked up my Gucci bag.
Oh
my, I can throw my Gucci bag around.
No, Deadboy. We've heard your analogy.
No. Oh, I don't mean to disrespect y'all, but obviously y'all did it because that's not what I said.
No. Let me finish.
That's not what I said. Like,
no. My God. Hold on.
Just let him say real quick.
I'm about to say.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. I said I throw on my Gucci bag. I do not care about this Gucci bag because it has no consciousness and subconsciousness. I said, Moose, do you care about your shoes? He said no. I said, why don't you care about it? He said because it has no subconsciousness and no consciousness. If he argues earlier that he values the current state of things, then
what does the brain that human have?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, come on, bro.
Neither. The answer is neither.
Hold on. If
your analogy doesn't work
conceded to that
because you're
fact,
comparing consciousness to unconsciousness. When a brain dead person, a brain dead person is not sentient, so they're not currently experiencing anything.
I'm still talking to you, right?
It's my argument. Let me speak. Your analogy doesn't work.
Moose. I'm gonna hear what he has to say, and then I'm gonna hear what you have to say. I'm listening.
I'm about to say, yeah, I'm still talking to Arrow. So I'm saying, Arrow, the only reason why I brought that analogy up, so he agrees to that line of logic, because unless he just disagrees with what he said earlier, if he only agrees and he values the current state of things, he's not valuing this thing because its current state does not have subconsciousness.
Wait, hold on, Moose. Go ahead. It is not valuing subconsciousness. Okay, I misheard the analogy, and then Moose, what did you say?
I just want to say that the issue with the analogy is that we both agree that a brain-dead human is still a human being, and yet it is not sentient or subconscious or conscious. So the issue is he's providing a distinction between a conscious agent and a non-conscious agent when a pre-sentient human being and a brain-dead human are both non-conscious.
Okay. And the problem with that is... Right. Wait. And the problem with that is that it goes back to our original thing. I initially say something, and a rebuttal is supposed to be in response to someone's argument. I contextually worded my argument in a certain way where a brain-dead human cannot be used as an example. I said a thing that has not formed. Okay, that's specifically my argument. If he brings up a brain-dead human, Arrow, that does not respond to what I'm saying. It has formed a consciousness. So I kept telling him like 10 and 20 times, he's fucking saying something that's irrelevant. You're bringing up something that's irrelevant because me and him agreed 3 times in the debate that it has formed a consciousness. So it's irrelevant to my argument. And even if you feel me, even get into that, that's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about things that it has not formed it at all. And he continuously tries to bring up things that it has formed consciousness.
Because you just told me you value the human.
That's not responding to my argument.
That's what you just told me.
I definitely see the problem here. And if I'm being 100% honest, I feel like the whole problem gets resolved by the debate continuing.
That's what I was trying to say.
Because this is just a stylistic thing here, right? Because obviously me and Wook are of the opinion that if, that wasn't a proper answer, but I also would not necessarily feel comfortable with saying that Moose won because I feel like that leaves the point that you two are on contention, right? I also see Oppo in chat saying the thing about the symmetry breaker. Well, who fucking knows what the fuck that is? But he's a judge that was agreed upon. And if he thinks that that's a proper thing, I mean, I fundamentally disagree with him. But I think that this whole thing, it sounds to me like it can be resolved pretty clearly if you two just go on from that point.
But Arrow, the thing is, I think it's already been like resolved because he thinks the reason why. Go ahead.
Oppo, I do not care to know what a symmetry breaker is. I'd rather just not have that in my lexicon. I don't care.
I'm about to say like,
what's that one word? What's that one word?
Wait, Arrow. But Arrow, what I'm trying to say is, me and Moose both agreed that based on what we both said, I said that he conceded to me, and I think he did, And he
I
says
think
that
both y'all think y'all conceded to one another because both of y'all are
Yeah.
fucking talking.
That's what I'm
past
trying to
each
say.
other.
That's what I'm trying to say. So I think we can come to a conclusion who won off the debate of what we
Well,
already.
y'all think that different.
actually-
You'll think those different things because y'all
Right.
are talking past each other. You weren't understanding what the other people were saying, or there was some sort of communication error, which is why I was saying the best thing would be to continue the debate. Now that y'all
Okay.
understand.
Oh, no,
Can I just ask
I'm
one
not
question?
I'm understanding what Moose is saying.
I'm not talking about you. I'm
understanding
talking
what-
about
No,
Deadboy.
I'm talking to Sakazuki, and I'm saying I understand what Deadboy is saying. I'm just saying, to me, like, it just feels like this topic isn't done, right?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like both of y'all were, like, trying to go for a kill move or some shit, where you're like, I'm done.
They went for the flying knee and both missed each other. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, but I honestly think, like, going into the argument of what the distinction is, if you niggas are genuinely trying to see which one of you is better, I think the only way you find out which is better is if you go down that point. Like, y'all don't have to finish right now, but I think that settling that point would settle who's better.
Wait.
Who gets better.
Wait, Arrow. I don't give a fuck if niggas think I'm worse than Moose. I think I'm better than Moose, but I don't give a fuck to prove that. I just want this nigga gone. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm about to say, I
Jared,
don't
so
give
do you
a
want
fuck
to
to
continue on
prove
that?
my
Can I just ask a
debate
question?
worth. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck to prove my debate worth. Like, y'all could very much after this, y'all could think I'm worse. Y'all could think I'm tier 5. I just want this nigga, I just want this to lose this shit. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So I think if the judges can't come to a conclusion after that, then we can continue. But I really do not like arguing with this nigga. I literally don't. I'm not gonna sit here.
I would
promise
just
you.
say,
I promise you, if I argue this nigga anymore,
Wait,
it's
what do you
gonna get
think of?
crazy.
Check the GC. Check the GC, you
I
guys.
would
What do you
just
think
say,
of that?
I would just say inconclusive because I don't think either of y'all really argued your points well because y'all were just talking past each other. There was no room for any actual like discourse. None of y'all gave a valid refutation to the other because none of y'all were fucking talking about the same thing. So
Okay, can I ask a question to Deadboy?
Sure.
Okay, so now that we've established that there exists a distinction, right? On one end, a brain-dead human, even being a human, has formed a consciousness that is no
What are you
longer in
asking me a
effect.
question for, bitch? I'm not debating you.
Oh, okay, so you don't want to do it anymore. Cool.
I'm about to say,
Blah,
but
blah, blah.
I think they can come to a conclusion after what was like.
I mean,
after-
okay,
Yeah,
well,
we'll come to a conclusion. Me,
I'm about to
Oppo,
say, y'all can-
Wook, and Arrow will come to a conclusion.
Wait. Sakazuki, stop with that trolling shit, bro. I'm being dead.
But what's answer the question in general? Can you answer that?
Like outside of the debate, do you want him to just answer?
Yeah, outside of the debate. Go ahead.
Okay, that's his choice if he wants to speak to you.
Sure.
He said, what is this shit? You
So
wanna know
we
my
came
answer
to the
to that
conclusion
question?
that there exists a distinction. What is the moral relevance between them that makes it so that the physical ligament
Man,
forming?
I don't give a flying fuck.
Okay, I didn't think so.
The difference is the bitch can do what she want with her fucking body. That's the difference. That's why I'm
What
pro-choice.
the
I'm
fuck? I guess when
pro-choice
you
because
knock a bunch
I'm
of
pro-choice
hoes
because
in
I
the
know
fucking ghetto,
I'm
you
pro-choice
kinda
because I
have
know
to
if I
for
nut inside of
friendship.
I'm
That
pro-choice
way
because I know if I
with
nut
3
inside of a bitch,
girlfriends
I don't
actually
want to take
have to
care of the
raise a
kid.
bunch of
That's why.
fucking kids.
That's why right
That's the
now my
better way.
age at
I
my
know that
age
you and the
I don't
rest
want
of
to
your
take care of
fucking
I don't
hood
want to
rat
take care of the kid,
girlfriends, and you
bitch.
end up
Tell me
raising
someone's a
young
hood rat, bitch.
kids.
I'll
I'm
beat
not
the fuck out
you.
your ugly fucking
Fucking
ass. You
ghetto
fucking
motherfucker. I don't hear shit
white
from you.
trailer
Your
trash
girlfriends
bitch.
are from
I'll beat the fuck out
trash. I
your
don't hear
ass.
shit from you, buddy.
Spit in
Your
your
shit
bitch
was
ass, you stupid
nothing.
ass
You
nigga.
already know
You
your
some pussy
girlfriends
ass
are
nigga. I was on
whores,
the
bro.
time,
They
nigga.
get passed
I'll go
around
Florida, beat the fuck out your little stupid ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch. Fuck wrong with you. Go do your assignments, you little fucking dorky
Yeah, I
nerd.
hear
You
shit from you,
stupid
bro.
ass
You got
bitch.
nothing.
Fuck
You
wrong
got
with you,
nothing.
bitch.
You got
I'll
nothing
slap niggas
intellectually.
a
You got
fucking
nothing
tear,
around
bitch.
here.
Fuck
Nothing
wrong
from
with
you,
this
bro.
pussy ass
You
nigga.
worth
Fuck wrong with
nothing.
that
You
boy.
worth
Yeah,
nothing.
spit in
Your
that pussy
girlfriends are
ass nigga.
ghetto
Fuck wrong with this
trash.
bitch ass
You
niggas
found
is
them
a
in a
bitch.
fucking dumpster behind
Fuck
the
wrong with that
Fincy
boy,
Penny. I
bitch.
don't hear
I
shit
get
from
my
you,
money
bro.
to you, pussy
You're
ass nigga.
nothing.
Fuck
You're
wrong with you, bitch
nothing.
ass nigga.
You're nothing.
Wow,
You're
get your
nothing.
stupid ass,
You're
you pussy
nothing.
ass nigga. Shut the fuck up, you stupid ass bitch. You fucking racist ass bitch. Fuck wrong with you, bitch. Come on, nigga. They can make it more like, come on, this nigga's not cool. Like,
I would call you Edward.
fuck wrong with this nigga, bro.
Again. I'll do
Niggas
it.
fucking
Okay.
racist as fuck, nigga. Like, fuck wrong
I'm
with this nigga,
racist, but
bro.
you're black.
Fuck
So
wrong
who
with
is
this
it
nigga,
worse?
bro.
Who is it worse?
Come
Who
on,
is it
bro.
worse?
You
do.
fucking, you trailer trash, bitch. You trailer trash,
Have
bitch.
fun in South
You trailer
Carolina.
trash,
You've
bitch.
got a
You trailer
son.
trash,
Can't look over
bitch.
past
You fucking
two
trailer trash,
colleagues.
bitch. You got
Fucking
money with your
little
fucking
shit from
family. You
you, bro.
probably go fuck
You
your
got
fucking
nothing
cousin, you
wrong with
dirty
them.
ass,
You got
stupid nigga.
nothing
Shut the
wrong with
fuck up,
them.
you pussy ass
Nothing.
bitch. I
You
beat the
stuck
fuck out of
there.
you,
South
you stink
Carolina for
ass,
life.
fucking
We're not
drug
making rap
tested,
hood.
cigarette
You're nothing
fucking
worse.
bomber.
It's
I don't give
over.
a fuck.
You're
I
stuck
beat the
there.
all fuck. I beat the
It's
fuck out of all y'all
over.
pussy ass niggas.
That's
Fuck wrong
the
with you, bitch.
end.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's
over with your
over.
fucking racist ass. Go ahead, bitch. Go ahead, get
What
your
did you
lunch
say?
money, took your fucking little ass kid. Shut the fuck up,
I
talking
get my
like
lunch
that.
money tuck. Yeah, you lost 3 friends to a fucking gang
Come
shooting.
on,
I hear
bro.
shit from you.
Come on, bro. Nigga talking
Hey,
about
hi,
lost 3 fights.
SPK.
Nigga, fuck wrong with this boy.
Fly to the
Come
fucking.
on, bro.
Never mind.
Niggas racist as a bitch. Now let this nigga just in here. Like I promise y'all niggas, this nigga about to go. Go ahead, Ace, watch the record. I'm done hanging with this pussy ass nigga. This
Sure,
nigga has
yeah.
to.
Watch
This
the
nigga has
recording.
to
It's very
turn.
simple.
This nigga
No
has
more
to turn on
relevance has ever
settings.
learned.
This
Very
nigga has to
simple.
turn on settings to get loud. This nigga had to
What are you
manually.
talking about? This is still voice now. This isn't APO. You
This nigga
fucking
had to
idiot.
manually touch some shit, bro. Fuck wrong with this
Oh,
pussy ass nigga,
man.
bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
so
bro.
we already established
Fuck
that we'll
wrong
never
that
answer the
boy.
question. It's
Fuck
over.
wrong that
It's
boy, man.
over.
Shut the
It's
fuck up,
over.
bitch.
It's
Fuck
over.
wrong with you.
Double lost.
Fuck wrong with you,
The
bitch. I from
boy
that north.
loses.
Fuck
It's
wrong with you, bitch. I
over.
from that north.
It's
I'll beat the
over.
fuck out you, living that
SDK's
poor
dead.
piece in a
You'll
fucking
be
biscuit
shot
combo,
for a
bitch.
round again.
Fuck
I'm
wrong with you,
baby.
nigga.
I'm
I'll beat the
baby.
fuck out
I'm
you, nigga. I
baby.
got these
I'm
762,
baby.
turn
I'm
it around.
baby. You got
Beat the fuck
nothing
out you,
going on.
bitch.
You got
I gonna beat your
nothing.
ass with a
You got
bamboo stick,
nothing.
nigga.
You
You wanna growl?
got
You wanna
nothing.
get
You're
loud?
shit you,
Fuck
pal.
wrong with you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch. You wanna get loud with me? Get the fuck out. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. I ain't cracking this
What are
bitch.
you doing?
Fuck wrong with
You're
you, pussy
embarrassing
ass nigga.
yourself. Stop
I'll
it.
beat the fuck out
SDK
your
is
stupid
already a
ass. You
goofball
pussy
here.
ass
You'll be
nigga.
doing this
Hey,
in 2002.
yeah. Clap your
What are you
stupid ass in the
doing?
face. I'll
What are
karate
you
chop your
doing?
bitch ass.
What
Pussy
are you
ass nigga.
doing?
Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Woo! Beat the fuck out your pussy ass nigga. I ain't powering up. I'll beat the fuck out your pussy ass, you racist ass bitch. Get the fuck out talking to me, little bitch. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Bam, breathing you, bitch. Keep breathing, you fat ass little bitch. You sweat grease, you fat fucking hog piece of shit, bitch. You fucking smoke cigarettes, you drink blood, fucking bullshit life. You dirty ass bitch. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. That's when I north. I'll beat the fuck out you, bitch. I'll slam your fucking body back, bitch. I'll put you in the body back, you little ass kid. I'll curse on your bitch ass. Fuck wrong with you, bitch. Black geek gonna be racist. You dirty ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch.
Monkey, I'll put you back in your cage. I will bring you to the zoo personally, drag you by your fucking deadlocks. I will put
This
you
nigga's white
in
call
that
me a
cage. Are
monkey.
you clear?
This nigga's white call me a monkey.
Are
Shut the
we
fuck
clear?
up, you racist
You
ass
will be
nigga.
stuck in
Yeah,
that cage
laughing at this
until I
racist
want
ass
you to
nigga, bro.
leave. And
Fuck
until
wrong with this
then,
bitch ass nigga, my mama, nigga. You's a
own
bitch.
you.
Fuck wrong with this bitch, nigga. Nigga's racist. That nigga allowing this shit. You little pussy ass nigga. Get the fuck on, you white trailer trash piece of shit. Fuck wrong with you,
From
bitch.
the cage
You got
to the
two
cage,
streaks in your
back to the
fucking drawers. You
cage.
stink
That's the
doodle ass
evolution of
nigga.
the monkey.
Fuck wrong with
Thank
you,
you for
bitch. You feel like
showing us,
pre-coming
Deadboy.
fucking fat
You're a
bitch, sexy
perfect
fat
example
ass
for my
bitch.
anatomy
Fuck
class.
wrong with you, bitch. Your mama name fucking birthday. That bitch fucking squirt out chocolate milk. That fat cow bitch. Shut the fuck up talking to
When
me,
is this guy even
motherfucker.
talking right
Get the
now?
fuck
Hold
wrong
on.
with you, bitch. You, bitch. You pussy ass nigga. Watch how you fucking talking to me, little white ass bitch. I gonna be in your fucking state. I promise you I get my little 50-year-old brother to beat the fuck out you, little cracker bitch. Fuck wrong with you, pussy ass nigga. Nigga's a bitch. On my mama, nigga. I'll beat the fuck out this nigga. Leave, bitch. Leave. Fuck wrong with you, bitch. Fuck wrong with
Guys,
that
I
nigga.
have an announcement. My mommy made me dinner, so I
Being
have to
that
go soon.
boy. Fuck yeah, go buy, bitch. Go eat dinner, you pussy ass nigga. Fuck
I
wrong with
will
you,
eat dinner.
bitch.
Do you have a mother?
I go
Does she
out
ever
to
make you
eat.
dinner?
I go out to eat. I go out to eat.
She got
Nigga, I
shot by
got
your
money
ass,
to go out
stupid
to eat.
fuck.
I go
You
out to
fucking
eat,
ghetto
nigga. Fuck
monkey.
wrong
I
with you. I
don't
go
shit
out
from
to
you,
eat.
boy.
Fuck wrong with you, bitch. I go out to eat. You pussy ass nigga. I'll
No,
spit on
you're
you, bitch.
nobody. You're nobody in front
Bye.
of me.
Didn't your mama tell you to go to dinner? Shut up. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
you guys
hey,
have fun, okay?
STK.
It's fun.
The big
I'm
north is
gonna
up,
be
nigga.
screaming
Hey,
monkey, so I
STK,
don't
the
know how
north
long
is
I'm gonna
up,
last.
nigga. The north is up.
North
They
is
so
nothing. You guys got
relative.
shot 4
The
times.
north
What are you
is up,
talking
nigga.
about?
Fuck wrong with you,
You
bitch.
lost 3 friends last
Fuck
summer
wrong
to
with
a
you,
fucking
bitch.
drive-by.
Come
What are
on,
you
bro.
talking about?
Nigga talk about
You're
my
up in your
millions of
fucking
friends. Now look
grave
how
saying. I don't know
lame
how
this
much
nigga
you're paying
sound.
for those,
Go
though.
ahead, talk about my dead peoples. Go ahead, talk about my dead peoples. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I
talk
know
about my
dead
dead
people.
peoples.
All
Go
your
ahead.
fucking
Go
friends
ahead,
were
talk about my
shot at
dead
some
peoples.
point.
Go
They're
ahead, talk about my
dead.
dead peoples. Go ahead.
How many dead
Go ahead,
friends
talk
do
about
you
my
have,
dead
Deadboy?
peoples.
How many
Go
dead
ahead,
friends
do
do you
that.
have?
Talk
How
about
many
my
dead
dead
friends do you have?
peoples.
How many dead
Go
friends
ahead,
do you
talk
have?
about my
How many
dead
dead friends do you
friends.
have? How
Talk
many
about
dead
my
friends
dead
do you have?
friends.
How many
Come
dead
on,
friends do
bro.
you
Look
have?
at this nigga talk
How
about
many
my
dead
dead
friends do you have?
friends.
Bang bang.
Look at him talk about my dead friends. Look at him talk about my dead friends. Like, this nigga's a lame.
Hold on.
This nigga's lame as a bitch.
Is this
Niggas don't
Deadboy's
talk about my
friends?
dead
Are we
friends.
smoking their pack right now?
Come on, bro.
Are we
They want to
smoking
talk
their
about my
pack right
dead
now?
friends.
Is he on pack now?
Come on, they want to talk about my dead friends. Like, come on, nigga.
Oh
This
my
nigga's a little ass
god.
bitch.
Is this STK?
Come
Did I
on,
smoke
bro.
STK's pack?
Come on, nigga. Talk about my dead friends. This nigga want, it's
My
not funny
fucking
at all. Like,
god.
nigga
There
want
was
to talk
like
about my dead
3
friends.
people rolling into
He want to
that
talk about
one.
my
All
dead
their
friends,
ashes.
right? You about to
Dead.
be
Yeah.
bye-bye, bitch.
Let's
You
have
about
dead
to leave
friends.
soon.
Let's have
You
dead
about to
friends.
leave soon.
How many
You about to
friends do
leave
you have
soon,
dead?
worry, nigga.
STK?
Come on,
STK?
bro.
From
Come on,
100
bro. This
members
what
to
this
3
nigga talking
members?
about, bro.
Y'all got hit hard. I don't know. You got like a fucking Warhammer
Huh?
Vulcan pulled up to your gang. I don't know what the fuck happened. You lost a lot of motherfuckers that day, didn't
No
you?
way this nigga just made a Warhammer.
A what happened, right? You got your ass.
This nigga's so.
This nigga's lame, bro. But listen, bro. Hey, bro.
Yeah, nah, you
Like,
niggas just come on. Let's just
Word, let's
Okay,
like
Deadboy, I love you. I have no
Wait,
enemies, okay?
no, nigga, fuck you and something my dead friends, right?
go have your.
Yeah, you have dead friends. You have dead friends. You got over that. Your friends are dead. You got over that.
Bitch, and you're a dirty ass. You're a dirty ass nigga. You smoke cigarettes. You dirty stink ass fucking stink mouth, bitch. Fuck.
How many of them did you bury, Deadboy? How many of them did you put their
mouth,
bodies
bitch.
underground
I'm
into a
gonna bury
fucking
your stupid ass
gravestone?
next. You
I
fucking
pissed on
white
that
trailer
shit the next
trash,
day.
bitch.
And the
Fuck
next
wrong
day,
with
I
you, bitch.
fucking
Fuck
did
wrong
that.
with you,
I
nigga.
made flower
Tell
on
me some
that
piss.
shit.
Your fucking
Oh,
mom
your
probably
dead
piss
ass
in your mouth.
friends. I
Fuck wrong
beat
with you,
their ass,
bitch.
boy.
This
I
nigga think
beat your
apple
dead
juice is
ass
fucking
friends.
piss.
Your
You
friends
fucking
are
someone you
nothing.
drinking your fucking
Your friends
mama's
are
piss every
nothing to
fucking
me,
day. Fuck
boy.
wrong with you,
Your
bitch.
friends died.
Fuck wrong with you, bitch.
Spam.
Alright,
Spit
go
in
Come on,
your
yeah.
mouth.
Alright.
bro.
Alright.
Go.
Alright. Yeah, watch the recording, bro. Watch the recording and ban this nigga after that shit too. Ban
Who
this nigga
keeps
from every
dragging me?
community. Come on, nigga.
Bro,
Ban a nigga from every
man.
community too. Ban a nigga from every community too. Nigga was talking about my dead friends, right? This lame ass nigga. This nigga's lame.
My friend got
Niggas
shot to
lame.
death.
Niggas lame as a bitch.
Maybe
Look
you
at
shouldn't
this
pretend to be hard.
Look
You
at this
didn't have
nigga.
gang spinning around me if you weren't doing that shit.
Ace, this your boy, right?
Yeah,
Nah,
you chose the
I'm
gang
not,
life.
bro.
Ace, this your boy, right?
Alright,
Fuck wrong with that
I'm
boy.
not. Yeah, Moose, just go
You
eat.
chose gang life. You have 3
Go
dead
eat,
friends to
boy.
show for it.
This is not
Go
good.
eat.
This is not good optics.
Go eat,
Bang,
boy.
bang, 3 to the head.
Go
There
eat.
goes
Ace,
STK.
Ace, when are you gonna
Wah, wah.
learn, brother? When are you gonna learn,
Go
Ace?
eat.
You're never gonna learn.
Go eat. Moose, yeah, Moose got
Hold
his
on.
ass
Actually,
packed.
let me give a family picture for STK
Come
real
on,
quick.
bro.
Hold on.
Moose got his ass packed. I don't care. He want to talk about something like, come on.
STK in the game right
Come on,
there.
nigga.
We got
STK
all
is literally
3
in
of
the
them.
server.
We
Like,
got
he
all
right
3 of
here.
them.
Like, come on, bro.
All 3. I
Yeah,
smoke them shit
and I
every
think
day.
this shit is funny. This shit